Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is where you're at. Today we're going to try something different. I'm going to try my first cooking video. Not sure how this is going to go. It may be my last, I don't know. A while back here I posted on Facebook from the Hillbilly Cast Iron Cooking site a recipe for goulash. And I figured that sounds pretty simple, so we're going to give it a shot here. I have all the ingredients up here that I need. I have my cast iron skillet in the oven on warm here. Because I have an electric stove, what I like to do is put the cast iron skillet in the oven to basically get preheated all the way around, and then I put it on the electric burner, and that way everything's pretty much evened out. So to start with here, I'm going to start with 2 pounds of burger. I use the 80-20 We're going to let this cook up and brown up all the way through. And while that does that, I am going to get the rest of this stuff ready, and I will be back momentarily. And I'm back. We're going to drain the grease off of this burger now. I found an easy way to do this by using a turkey baster. It just sucks the grease right out of there. A lot easier than trying to spoon it out. And just in case this pan is too small, I have my large 14-inch preheating in the oven right now. So I'll have to wait and see how that goes. I may end up using that one. That's going to be about it. Okay. Now we will add in 3 medium onions, chopped up, and 3 cloves of garlic, chopped up. I'm going to let that cook for a bit. really good. And I'll be back in a few minutes. And I'm back. I think what I'm going to do, just to be on the safe side here, I think I'm going to bring up the big skillet. Because I think by the time I add all this stuff into here, I don't have too much room to mix everything up. This is about ready here. So what I'll do is I'll move that onto that back burner there. And I'll bring out Bubba. There we go. Bubba is he's my favorite. I'm going to just throw that into there like that. Yeah, I think this is going to be a lot easier to stir things around. Now what we do is we add some pepper and I like to use sea salt, just a little bit, just a bit, just a sprinkle. Stir that in. Does it look like I know what I'm doing yet? Okay. Okay, now we are going to add in 3 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. Okay. One. There's 2. Okay. 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. There's 2. And there's 3. Okay. And 3 cups of water. The recipe also calls for 3 bay leaves. You can add those if you like. I'm leaving them out because I personally do not like bay leaves. Okay. Next on the list, we add our 3 15-ounce cans of diced tomatoes. And what I did, I basically buy whatever's on sale. These happen to be Del Monte. This one here is Petite. This one here is, again, Del Monte, basil, garlic, and oregano. And this one here is fire roasted garlic. Yeah, why wise choice getting the bigger pan. All of this has to be stirred in really good. Okay, now 2 cans of tomato sauce. As the level goes up higher, my eyes say, oh dear. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever done a cooking video. That is scary. Okay, if you do this, be very careful. And you may want to make a smaller recipe unless you have a very large pot. This is extremely full, which I may end up sucking out just a little bit of liquid because I still have to put the shells in at some point here. And this is going to bubbly bubble. Let's going to let this simmer for a while. The recipe says about 20 minutes, but I think I'm just going to let it go a little bit longer than that. Make sure everything is mixed in there really well. And if you're following along, I will put the recipe down below in the description of the video. And that way you can do the same thing if you'd like. Just be prepared. It makes a lot. And there's only 2 of us here, so hopefully this is going to freeze well also. Okay. The stove is, the burner set on medium. I am going to just let it do its thing here for a little bit. And that's basically all there is to it until it's time to add the pasta. So I'll be back then. Okay, what I did was, because that pan was getting a little too full, what I did, I just split everything up into 2 pans here. That way it's much easier to stir. Everything's going to cook up faster. I can stir this around better. And everything is basically the same, so after it's all done, then it'll all get mixed together in a large pot. And I'll stir it up that way, I think. But for right now, that's what I did. Okay? And I'm back. Okay, it's been about a half hour. Things have been simmering and bubbling up here for about a half hour. I'm really glad that I split things up. Much easier to stir around. Okay, now it's time to add the pasta. And what I did was I bought something called Dreamfield's Healthy Carb Living. And it's a sign of getting older. Start reading labels and comparing. And, Anyway, the recipe does not specify how much pasta to put in. So I'm going to do a little guess here. Cup in there. And that's a cup into there. That's what I think. Tell you what, it does smell really good. I'm gonna have to taste it here right directly. Okay, I think I'm gonna add let's call it 3 cups of pasta. That's what I'm adding here, so I don't, you could always add more or less. I'm going to do 3 all total. And it says to let this simmer for 20 minutes or until the pasta is tender. Maybe I'll add more pasta. It's very meaty. It's just, let's go with 4 cups. Normally, I'm not one for following directions. A lot of things I like to go against the grain and play it by ear. This here, they really didn't specify how much to put in, so. There's quite a bit of food here. My wife is going to say, oh dear. You do realize there's only 2 of us. Yes, dear. Leave it at 4 cups of pasta. So those are going to plump up a bit. Okay. Okay, now. Wow. That is good. That is and that's, to be honest, that's what I was hoping for. The thinner sauce here. I think I've only made goulash once, and I used actual regular spaghetti sauce at the time, and I didn't care for it because I don't know, it was just too saucy. But I like this. This is really good in flavor. I'm gonna turn down the heat a little bit on both of these and just let it sit here and simmer until the pasta is tender. And then I'll have to figure out what to do with it from there. Some of it's going to be tonight's dinner, tomorrow night's dinner. And I'm planning on putting some of it in the freezer. Let's see. Okay. I will be back in a bit. What do you think? It's a lot of food, isn't it? And it is good. Everything is nice and tender. I may have, yeah, but anyway, it is very good. The pasta is almost right where I want it to be. So, very good. That concludes my first cooking video. How did I do? Let me know down below in the comments. Did you like it? Did the video suck? Let me know what you think. Should I continue cooking? Should I give up cooking? I think I should continue, but my wife's gonna say, like, who are you planning on feeding? Anyway, there you have it, goulash. courtesy of the Hillbilly Cast Iron Cooking website. Just want to keep tasting it. Very good. Now we're going to have to let that cool a bit. So, there you have it. Let me know if you like it, share the video, comment, subscribe. Most of all, subscribe. Till next time. Later.